Hello, hello, hello. It's RocksAlot, and we are live on a Saturday, which doesn't happen. But it's happening today. Got World Cup scheduled stuff going on, and I'd like to watch it. The last two matches, France against England, and Argentina against Spain tomorrow. So, looking forward to watching the matches. I'm hoping, praying that England beat France, but it is a tall order in my mind. It's a tall order, so we'll see how we do. And I thought I'd come on, do something a little bit different for about an hour and a half or so. Welcome in. Thanks for the thumbs up. And, oh, yeah, we got everything on here. Let's just make sure I can see everybody's chat. Boink, like that. There you go. I know there are a couple sales on, so sorry for coming on live when the sales are going on, but got to get some content out. So these I was using to clean up the machine. Last time when we were live, I did a couple of pieces. Where's the other one? There we go. Hey Austin, hey Dusty, how you doing? So last time did the amber. I went back into the amber and polished it a little bit more. You have to take this stuff super slow. I came in, and it might even have to go back on it. But if you press any kind of pressure with amber on your wheels, it will start to sort of almost like coagulate, whatever you want to call it. Just a little dip in there. It's 1,000,000 times better than it was when I got it, but and I'm glad I got to work on it. Not sure it would be something I would work on all the time. It did fill up the wheels, and yeah, we're back on a Saturday already. But we got World Cup this afternoon. I'm gonna go see my brother this afternoon, I hope. And also we've got World Cup tomorrow, and then also Tim and Brandy are doing their $5 slab sale. So I'd like to at least be there on that one. I don't think I'm going to be purchasing too much, which is kind of what I'm going to show in a minute. So this was the opal. I cleaned it up a little bit more. It shows better in the phone than it does off camera. Just the blues and purples pick up better, and it shows much nicer out in the sun. So here's my little piece. So I could back it. Bolt site, finally. 4 days later. Hi everybody, welcome in. So yeah, 4 days later, I finally figured out what the word was. All right, Dusty. Freckle Cat's friend happens to be over right now, actually. So yeah, I cleaned it all up. I got all the little specks out. It got a little smaller. I will put a short up about it. It went, I guessed at 12, what did I guess? I guess 14 carats. It ended up being 14, and then I had to go back for a tiny little speck that's in it. So it's between 12.5 and 13.5 carats. And yeah, we can talk about that one too. Hey John, how are you? Hey everybody, if you don't know John Ross in the chat right there, he is jvross65 at yahoo.com. If you're ever interested in slabs or any other type of material, just give him a quick email. I'll leave it up for a second. But he cuts fabulous slabs because he cuts them nice and thick, so you got plenty to work with. It doesn't matter what type of material it is. So, and I'm sure he could cut it thinner if you wanted. But yeah, he has some fantastic slabs. Great material, great slabber. So let me put this away before I lose it. And then because of that, because of the sap or the amber, I had to go back and clean all the wheels, and we were talking about how I clean my wheels. So I actually yesterday used Sam's block because it is a resin. Went back over all 6 wheels first. Then I used a bit of brick. A little bit rougher, but it's got some nice sandy grit that pulls the resin or whatever it is you're trying to get out of your wheels. It pulls it out really well. And then I had this soft rock that we cut a couple of weeks ago, and it's just soft enough to go into the really fine areas of your wheels. And as you can see, it even started to get a bit of a polish on it. So that's what I used to clean my wheels off with. I thought about using some denatured alcohol, but I'm not sure how that would work with the resin and the glues that are on the pads themselves. So what are we going to do today? So we had a sale. Dave did a sale up in Philadelphia, and because of some of the things I saw in there, the gentleman had talked about being down in Florida and buying the Larimar or something at the estate, and I'm pretty sure it's the same estate sale that I worked 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. That's pretty cool, Sal. Welcome in, by the way. Burnt metal. Maybe it's a meteor, but you can test it. If you just look up how to test a meteor, you go through the processes of magnetism, and there's a few other little things that you can look into to see if it fell out of the sky or not. Well, that's quite possible. Yeah, quite possible. So in looking at some of the boxes that TJ was showing and Dave was showing, I went to about 90. A lot of his stuff down here in the estate. So I went looking for the boxes just to compare the boxes that I'd found and bought, and they looked very similar, if not exactly the same. But while I was doing that, I came across this box, and it had well, this was one of the bags that was in there. So 5 pounds of mixed agate and wood, and so so when it came to the sale, I really didn't have to buy anything. I've got plenty to work on. So I went through one of these bags last week, and yeah, I think I have plenty. What do you think? Not the top quality, but it had everything in here. And I just thought we'd take a couple of slabs, maybe cab them out. So, nice little agates. Yeah, meteorite would be cool. And some woods. That's actually a decent shape. This one was pretty neat. It almost looked like, actually we'll keep this one out. So I actually like the pre-shape. Almost looks like an ear. But yeah, we might even cab that out. Leave that one out. There's somewhere in here. Boop. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, these were the oddities that I found in these. So it says agates, jasper, and wood. And then, found in there tiger eye, some really nice cornelians. Not sure on this one. Looks a little California-ish. Nice and thin, and it's cut. I guess they left it out while they painted the room. Hi everybody, welcome in. So, this is a fun little piece of lace. Crazy lace, nice and dark. Let's leave that one out. So all these are very hard. They will take a little while to get through. This one looks like it was pre-calved, and I think it's dino bone. I'm pretty sure it's dino bone. Let's get a nice close look at the cells on that. So yeah, I've learned a few things. I know that is dinosaur bone, and somebody started to pre-calve it. Funky stuff to, yes, sell very rare. Good ones anyway. I mean, we got stuff falling out of the sky all the time. Huh, look at that. I don't know how that got in there. Alright, well, I found an angel. That's got to be a good sign, right? So a couple of little preforms that I might clean up. Oh, there's another piece of dino. So in this material, there are a couple. Wow. Well, we might cut that one. I think that's good to cut. Anyway, I don't need to be buying any new slabs. So yeah, tiger eye, beautiful carnelians, more tiger eye, a little bit darker, crazy lace, some sort of, looks like a one tag moss agate. What have we got here? Extra piece of plastic bag. It's neat stuff. But we're going to work on those other ones over there that are already going. And we'll get a few things done, and then we'll call it. But thank you all for visiting. Thank you for coming in today. I hope everybody's staying safe from fires and storms and rain and everything else that's going on in the world. Let's see, how are we going to do this? Let's turn that one. I got to do this here. There you go. Little visit from everybody. Sorry. Oops. I had it. There we go. Sorry about that. Alan Rickman. Well, I'm not sure I know who Alan Rickman off the top of my head is. Yeah. That's from I was doing the opal yesterday and then trying to be super gentle with amber. So yeah, everybody, if you see Lapidary Experiences in the chat there, please say hi. Please go over to their channel. They do have a $5 slab sale tomorrow. Going to be absolutely fantastic. I think they're starting around 2 o'clock or 2:30 Mountain Time. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's right. So, yeah. Oh. Freckle Cat's going to come out and do some wizardry on me. So what are we going to work on? Let's see. Oh, and a couple other things to show. I did get some stuff from Jeff. From J&V Rock Hounding, and he was kind enough to send a couple of little extras along, and I should show them off. I have already put the Kentucky agate somewhere, and this was just a little egg reveal. He probably put it up on his channel already. So, nice little egg, bigger than a quail egg, smaller than a chicken egg. And just as delicious inside. Look at that. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, J&V Rock Hounding, everybody. Hi, Mary. Welcome in. Amanda, welcome in. Yeah, the amber was something I worked on, Amanda, the other day. And definitely a tricky material. You have to be extremely gentle. You cannot push on the wheels at all. You have to keep it very, very cool because it is a resin or a sap, and it will sort of roll up on itself if you get it too hot. So that was nice of him, wasn't it? Yeah, Tim, I put blood, sweat, and tears in for everybody. So I don't know if that... So, oh, I found this in there too. This was neat. It's fun when you find little things in a bag that aren't meant to be in the bag. So this was kind of cool. Look at that. I guess that probably went with the Dynamo. Maybe same time. Maybe we put them together somehow. Yeah, fossils are cool. That we do have around here. It is, and I've seen people try to Dremel it, and if you're Dremeling it, you better be super, super light, because the Dremels themselves are going far faster than these wheels. These wheels are going at 1750 or 1800 RPM, and the Dremel goes probably over 3,000. The other thing that Jeff sent, which we're going to work on, was this piece of boulder. Haven't got this wet yet, but the color's flashing in there. It's a little crazed, but I'm going to work on this project to resurface it, hopefully to reveal more of the opal, and then it'll become a very cool specimen. And having looked at it already, this is what I'm going to work on. So I believe, because of where this little river of opal there goes, how high it goes up here, and this is nice, and I should do this. Look at the colors on there. So you see how the river goes up in branches, and it looks like it's thick enough here that I believe, and I'm hoping, I can take off that whole strip of ironstone right there. We could almost, we might check into this in a little bit. I might do a little bit on the wheels, but really this is a Dremel job. And then I also believe I can probably get this out, and I'm hoping that this tiny little stream there, see how it comes up underneath and then comes along here and then joins up here. I think I can get all this matrix, this boat, the ironstone off of here, and reveal a whole face this big. And we can try a little bit, like I can try on the wheel to just tap it and see if we can get that off. And yeah, this is one to take slowly. I don't know where that little cave goes. Boop, boop. Anyway, hi everybody, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thank you for popping in here for a little bit. It's very kind of you. And if you are new to the channel, I'm never usually on a Saturday, but we got World Cup going on today, this afternoon, and also tomorrow, and praying for England. I'm praying for England. And that's down in Miami. So that should be a really cool game. So let's clean this up a little bit. Not sure why they stopped on this. But you see how that girdle suddenly dips down on that end and gets a little bit thin. We're going to clean that up and see what it looks like under the water. So let's do a few fun things today. Look at that. It shouldn't take long. All right, here we go. A little bit of noise. Hey, y'all, how are you? Oh, water. Put that over. And we're not going to do that wheel. We're going to do this wheel. Just going to go around, hopefully even up the girdle. So so that it's settable and not crackable. So Dynabone, because of its structure, you see all the cells? Well, in between those cells is what holds it together. And if that matrix that's in between the cells is too soft or dusty, it will crack out. Hey, 4-star. Yeah, John, I think you're right. I would have liked that too. So really, we're going to call this the final today. See if I'm lined up. Got my toe up there and my toe down there. That one seems to be pointier than this one, so I'm actually going to blend that around. If you are interested in material, I think Kyle is doing a sale right now over at World of Rock Hounds, and he has, oh my goodness, I'm going to say it, he has a plethora of specimens and cabochons and tumbled stones. He occasionally gets some Dynabone in there. If not, save your pennies for tomorrow. This is going to be a great sale tomorrow for Tim and Brandy. That's lapidary_experience. You go up in the chat, you'll see, and you can just tab on there and go over to their channel. I believe they are out of Utah, but they got material from all over the world. And they are getting rid of hundreds and hundreds of slabs tomorrow. So I'm going to keep my eye on it myself for any specialties. And but sometimes I like to just watch the channel or watch a channel selling, because I get a good education out of names and materials and that kind of stuff. I'm going to do a quick fact check here. And also going to go see that little edge. You see how it's chipped out a little bit? I mean, it's really small. But I need to secure those edges, so you just do a quick 45 on it. And that should help stabilize it just a little bit. Sure, that would be great. See how the colors are starting to pop out now? Checking the edge. Checking the edge, and I'm bringing up these sort of the toe and the heel, or the head and the toe a little bit on this cab. And I'm bringing in the girdle just to thicken up the height. Also giving it a little bit more stability as well. Pretty good. I'm actually ready to go on the other wheels with this one. Oh, I feel a little bit of a ridge. You probably can't see it, but I can feel it just a tiny bit. So we're going to do a quick round the top. It's amazing what your fingers can feel, or even like your cheek on your face can feel. And then, of course, some people lick rocks for a living, and you can feel facets really easily that way. I would not stick dino bone in my mouth. This will click on the Geiger counter. Cinnabone is a little bit more pronounced in the beeping on the Geiger counter than other places. I don't know what the specifics are. But yes, these have seen an amount of radiation at some point in their life. Hey Zahir, how are you? I hope you're having a good Saturday. Yeah, we popped on early today because of the games tomorrow. And the potential storms that we've got coming off the Gulf. All right, and well, it's done. We're done. Very pretty, and it goes really well with. I hope I put it back in. Put both those on a pendant. That'd be pretty neat. Earthy colors. Hey Ryan, how are you? So yeah, that was a good little find in that bag, both of those. Put them up in there. What is next? Let's see if this cleans up any. Got some fancy edges to it. And a hole on that one. That might be why they quit. Let's see. Ooh. That's not working. This gimbal is giving me problems today. Working on some stuff out of the big bags. This was the dino bone we just did. Ooh. Yeah, it'll polish up pretty good. Alright. Yeah, Cap King is a good choice. I haven't worked on one, to tell you the truth. But I do know a few of our friends that use them. And then once your first wheels go out, they suggest going over to Diamond Pacific Noble wheels. Let's see if I can clean this up. It's going to be hard stuff. Let's put a before on here. This one I might screw this one up. We'll see. I'll hopefully get some of that off. Hey everybody, welcome in. So, see how far that goes in. Tucks under. I'm going to try and bring it in and hopefully move the dome over to the left a little bit. I don't know if that's going to work. So let's see if we can take that out. I don't have to, but... a little bit more. kind of see I'm moving it over. I still got a little bit to go. Actually okay. So if this was going to get set, now that I've made that corner on the bottom go across the bottom of that little crevice, it's secure enough, and I can kind of start blending it over. Roll it a little. I'm going to go the other side. Probably should have my calipers out for this. Hi everybody, welcome in. Marcel, welcome in. This is, it's an agate. So it's actually an agate. See the lines in there? Excuse me real quick. That was a family calling in. So yeah, it's an agate. It's like the interior pocket of one. See where I brought that in? I gotta roll that over. I'm trying to meet up with my brother at some point this afternoon prior to the game. I'm sure he's going for England, but he did spend some time in France as well. Did that wrong. Yeah. Just cleaning up. It just looks good. Good to go under the next wheel here. See it cleaning up. You can see I've started to change the center of the dome, and I had to change the center of the dome because I brought, where is it? We brought this in, and me just bringing it in that little bit gave it a little bit of extra stability. Let's go under the next wheel. Everybody's still here. That's dangerous. That's the first time I've ever gone out of a live to check a message. Yeah. But thank you all for being here. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up, it really helps. And if you are new to the channel, I go live usually on Sundays at 2, Thursdays at 6. That's Eastern Standard Time in the United States. And we cut a lot of different materials. So there's quite a bit of really nice high quality turquoises, opals. What is that, number 8 right there? So yeah, we mix it up. Dino bone, petrified carrots. They're calling that petrified bamboo. We're not really sure what it is. So, thank you there. I appreciate that. Yeah, all that helps. And it's going around, getting all the sides that I hit before. Not only does it clean them up, but it straightens them out. Now I'm going to, just on the bottom here, see that sharp corner? I'm going to blend that over just a tiny little bit. No, it's actually just a piece of agate. Nice clear colored agate. There you go, that helps. You can see the fortifications going through it. Need to blend that side a little bit better. But looking nice. Oil dripping. So just gonna blend off that corner right there real quick. So not only was my finger, I cut it yesterday. For some reason, the machine's dripping a little bit of oil too. There we go. Old machines need maintenance. Keep going on the edge here. Anybody who ever wants to see a specific material, you can always reach out to my email, which is not pinned yet, but it's RocksAlot@outlook.com. Let's see if I got it on here. I do. Normally we pin it. We're a little less organized today. So that's my email if you want to take a screenshot. Right, RocksAlot. Solid. The only issue is making it perfect, and I have to catch myself every now. Jarima, welcome in. Also, catch myself for going too close to too perfect, because you can really ruin a stone really quick trying to perfect it. Of course, I try my best. But this cut actually is one of those ones that you could go round and round and round on. Trying to get it all square. It's actually pretty good. You see how it's off on the top up there? And I probably need to fix that, so I need to bring this edge right here in a little bit. So it just needs to be straight. And actually, no, I see what I can what you end up doing is trying to level one corner, then you turn it, and then now you got to level the other corner, and you can just go round and round and round. I'm pretty happy with that. Still not quite straight. Now I'm good. That's good. Go on to the next one. Really, I'm just running through these stones and yeah, but I never suffered from OCD until I started doing rocks. Ever. And now, and actually one of the tips that we talked about last time I was on was it's not always good to stop a stone unless you're trying to rethink a stone. So sometimes you stop in the middle of doing a stone because you have to reassess it and maybe change something in it. But if you're not reassessing a stone, or you have no need to reassess a stone, try to get it to the end of your wheels. You could probably stop before polishing, but if you don't finish it out, you're going to forget the little things that were making it difficult to cut during the process. So for example, if I have a stone, we can use Crazy Lace. Crazy Lace is one that does it. So you have all these different lines going through here: fortifications, quartz, chalcedony. There's all kinds of different minerals and hardnesses that go through this Crazy Lace. So this area right here, where's my thing? Yeah. This area right here is probably actually softer than the area going along these lines. But even within these lines, they have various varying hardnesses. So if you go with a stone and you go through 3 wheels and you stop, you forget those little tricky areas that you were working on if you come back to it 3 days later or a week later. And I still end up doing it, but I'm just giving advice for others. But yeah, if it's a rethinker like that, this one's going to need some thinking. And we'll do this last, and we'll just take down the bits that I think we can get out, and then the rest may end up being done on a Dremel. And plus, that one's going to be messy, messy, messy. Oh, did I just say that? Wow. See, and I want Spain to win. I don't know if Spain can keep their full attack away. Yeah, I mean, we learn a lot of things, RocksAlot, that we know we shouldn't do, or we're halfway through it and we're like, oh my goodness, I just did it again. And now I'm doing Britney Spears. Oh my goodness. And I got Messi. I got Messi and Britney Spears on the mind. Oops, I did it again. Alright. Now what I love about this soft wheel is it starts to blend in any facets that you have. So even if they were hard, sharp facets, this software will blend it or round it out. So even if it's incorrectly there, or I incorrectly cut it, which I kind of feel I did there. I did do there. I gotta go back one. See that? Where is it? Yeah, right there. I gotta bring this in quite a bit now. So I came down too low right here. That sucks. So not only do I have to get this corner here down, I have to bring the other two corners down too. And you might not be able to see that through the phone, but I can feel it. So the dome came down a little bit, but it's a little more perfected. So now we can move on. Supposedly there's a giant storm in the Gulf, but for some reason it's bright blue skies around here. Gorgeous outside right now. Hot and humid, but gorgeous. I think it's really meant to be coming tomorrow. And if you can help the people in Texas in any way at all, please do. We've had 3 major floods the last sort of 3-4 years. Yeah, very happy with that. Still got 3 wheels to go. I am going to stop on this one though, because today's just a pop-up and having a little bit of fun. Nice. I mean, a lot of the work was done for me already. I just cleaned it up and brought that in a little bit so that when it gets, when bezel goes on top, you won't see that. And that'll shine beautifully in the sunshine. Very good. Oh, we can try this piece. Oh, let's get a picture as well. That's 2 makeups. I don't know what this is. Obviously it was out in the environment for a fairly long time where that skin started to oxidize. But I think, I forgot about this one. So this looks, it's just a piece of boulder opal matrix, or ironstone. Speckly. And I was like, why would they try and cut that? But in the southeast of the US, RocksAlot. But if you look the other side, you've got boulder opal on the back side. So I wonder if they were trying to just round this back off and turn that as the back, and then come back to the front here. Excuse me. So I don't think this will pick off. I should have probably just put it in the freezer. So that is some very, very old wax. That picks off. Very, very old. I'm wondering if there's any color underneath it. If you're waiting for me to stab my hand with this, I am too. I'm going to get most of it off, or some of it off. And yeah, I probably should have stuck this in the freezer, but today's doing everything on a whim. So we're just doing what we do. Let's go back over here, you know, and get you guys in there a little bit. There we go. Bingo. Okay. Water keeps me safe. We are going to take that out. I have to be careful because this is concave. There it goes. But I can use the shape of my wheels to my advantage, I think. It's just spreading. There we go. Move on to the next one. It's a little less aggressive, and I can get a little closer. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I think I'm $58 towards my first 100, or my next 100. I see a little color. I see a little flash, I should say. Awesome. I kind of go quiet sometimes too. Believe it or not, this is It's a good meditation for me as well. Gets me out of my regular work in my brain. And family's doing pretty good right now, so not too worried about family. I'm worried about family, but nothing emergent going on. Okay, so I really should have just stuck it in the freezer, but we're going to keep going. Going to move over to the soft wheels. We're actually revealing something I did not know was under here. Let's try the soft wheel. Oops. Okay, so there is a little area of matrix on the top there. I don't know if that goes through or if it's just on the top. This stone is actually super practice. It's great practice. To take the wax off of a stone without taking the stone down is it's great practice, especially for opal when you're trying to come down to a really super thin bar, and probably a super thin bar that nobody else wants to take the chance of cutting, which is why they sold it to you in the first place. Look at that. I was not expecting this at all. Let's see. Okay, so how do we know if that's just coming through and it goes deep down into it, or if it comes off? If I could get that out, that would be fantastic. Oops, sorry on that. There you go. I'm actually going to take a quick picture before we screw it up. But look at that color going down the middle. This is awesome. So I'm going to actually change the shape a little bit, or change the dome a little bit away from what they had. You can see it was really concave. Now it's not so much concave. I can't tell if it's getting smaller. I think it is. Is that getting smaller? Hey T, how you doing? Yeah, compared to what it was, we were looking at that, and then this was just all covered in wax. So if I can get that last little touch of matrix out of it, or the ironstone, I'll be super chuffed. It's so close. But it's not as obvious as it was. And so even if I leave a little bit in, I'm not so worried now. The color. I mean, it looks like it should come out, right? got opal underneath, but this one, you see this one? This one sort of volcanoes up and comes through the top. And that's what I'm worried about over here, that if I try to take it down too far, I'll lose the color on the top. Very nice. Thank you, that opal guy. So now, you see how they had it concave? I'm going to see if I can... I don't have to. Just going to clean the edges up a little bit. So this is almost like this was on the wall of like a yawa nut because of the concave, almost like it was like an egg. This was the outer shell over here, and this was part of the innards. Yeah, what a find that is to find in a petrified wood, agate, and jasper bag. Almost feel like the bag was like a jewelry jar. It was a jewelry jar that we found some gold and silver in. Except it was a petrified wood, agate, and jasper bag, and we found dino and opal. I'm going to leave that for right now. That's really nice. Really, really nice. Let's see what happens if we do this. Oh, not that. No. All right. Very happy. Let's move on. What is next? 1, 2, 3. Doing good. 3. What's next? Do we do the other piece of dino, or do we try that funky looking slab? Let's do the funky looking slab. Here comes some extra light, so it gets a little bit bright. Hi, Phantom. Here we go with the light. Let's see. Maybe we do the dirty lace agate. Crazy lace. Maybe that's been in the bottom of somebody's bucket. See how it's all stained? If you saw that at the bottom of the bucket, you probably wouldn't know that that was the other side. And we're going to take off all that crusty right there, which is the outside skin, and then see if it decides to shape up into anything. Get it where we can see. Mind your eyes, I'm going to clean the lens, just like Mum used to. There you go, you're all cleaned up. There you go. Ah. And there you go. See what happens. And if you are interested in materials similar to this, or woods or anything like that, we have a good friend of ours. Well, let's take it back. Good friend of ours, John. He does slabs and material. Give him a quick email. Tell him what kind of stuff you're looking for. One more time. 1, 2, 3. There we go. You can always pull back on the live and take a screenshot. And then tomorrow we have a sale with Tim and Brandy, who are just fabulous. They are doing a $5 slab day. All types of materials, everything you can think of. And I think that's at 2 or 2:30 Mountain Standard Time tomorrow. And then also going on right now, you got World of Rock Hounds, which is Kyle, and he has materials just from all over the world. Okay, so I'm starting to see a shape a little bit. Look how much bite it is. So this was sitting in somebody's rusty bucket for a while. And let me size this up here. I think there, maybe, or there. See a shape. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. Round that maybe. I rounded it, and so I rounded that top instead of being pointy because if I'm off center, which it is a little bit, it's a little less noticeable. But I can still round that like this. I still got to come in a little bit because it's a little rough. I'm having to press really hard. It's an agate. I probably should just let the wheel do the job. Almost in. Got a little bit of a bug right there. Hi everybody. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Thank you for popping in and watching. Trying to get to, what is it, 3,000 I think? We're talking 3,000, which is, I'm looking to try and get to 3,000 by the end of August. Is it possible? I don't know. What a great year we've all had. Earth Angel, welcome in. It is a crazy lace. Looks a little bit darker than normal because I think it was sitting in somebody's like slab box or slab bag or slab bucket for a long time. So over this side you couldn't even tell, and I'll clean that up a little bit as well. Right now I'm just trying to get a general shape. My kind of see it, and I'm off somewhere here. I'm off somewhere. Where is it? And so with crazy lace, you have to be different. You have to beware of your different hardnesses. All these different lines, every single little different line that's going across the top there, and especially this little area, has a different hardness. And I almost feel like there's a fracture in there. You see that? I see you. And you see where it comes out the end? So, well, that sucks. So it doesn't look like it would do anything. I could probably stabilize that. But is it worth it? I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm seeing. There is. If you look at the water going across down here, there's a crack all the way across there. See that? And because of that, oh, that's got to go. So I don't know if I can snap it off now. So I got to get rid of it. That's a shame, but it changes the shape again. So it's not going to have a round edge anymore. We'll see if any of the chips come off when I get close to that fracture. Oh, Austin, thank you. And everybody, if you don't know that opal guys he has chipping out from that little fracture now, he has a great channel. He is a professional Dremelist. Even though he might not think so, he's really doing some amazing work. He was working on a piece of Rosarita last night, which is sort of a red slag glass that comes off of gold production. Where are we on the fracture here? That's still there. I still got a ways to go. I got a ways to go. So I probably should do this on a trim saw. Or outside on my tile saw. But I brought everything in for the storms that are coming. Wow. Agate is very hard. There we go. Right on the edge now. I've got about 2 or 3 millimeters to go. so this is actually pretty cool. So you can see on the edge now, because I got to the fracture line. You see it going in here and then into there. I wonder if that picks up. What's the bottom drop out of this? Who knows? I don't know if it will. But there it goes. Where'd it go? So that is the rest of the fracture. Just picked it out. And so this is how much more. You see, look at that. So I got to bring all that in. This piece went from being a pendant to a ringstone. Hi everybody. Through here, welcome in. Tell me. Welcome in. We have a lot of friends from India and Pakistan and the Middle East that come in. And they're watching at a time that is way later than us. Hi Fred, look at it. That's pretty neat, look at that. I wish that was across the top. Right, that's neat. But now we can get a shape going. Hopefully no more fractures turn up. Right? And let's go around that corner. Almost. Alright, that's pretty much cleaned up. Got one little sprocket right there. But now I'm going to have to round this right here. And we're going to round the top off as well. Round this out. And we got 2 round corners, maybe a little bit more to go on this one. So I will come on tomorrow. It's not going to be for very long. I'll probably do it before 2 o'clock tomorrow. And we'll do some turquoises tomorrow because they're a little bit quicker and softer. I think we're going to get this one done, and then we're going to work a little bit on that boulder opal. Or maybe we'll do the dino and then the boulder opal. Come around here. Alright, now I have a decent shape with no fractures. And I got, well, looks like Toby in a cave. Gonna go ahead, 45 it all the way around. It took us a while just to get to our basic shape there. Not me, that's the stone. Same again. It's completely wet. hopefully taking off this top layer will reveal a bit brighter color on here as well. I really like that poppy. Yeah, colors start to come out. Hey Harold, how are you? Dana, hi. Thank you so much for being here, Dana. I get to see Dana in other chats. I'm a big fan of jewelry resellers. Last night it was Jody's Jewels. So Jody Jewels 09. So Jody's Jewels. If you're ever having a bad day and you just need a quick smile, go over to a Jody Jewels sale. She's one of the most happy individuals I think I know, and you can feel it when she's doing her sales. So it's fun to go over there just to get a pep up in the middle of the day. And then we have Tanya over at Jewelry Addiction, Kirsten at Kirsten Red Resale, Wendy over at Wolf Walker Collectibles, if you need a little spiritual inspiration, go over to Leonore React. So I did a 45, now I'm just blending it a little bit to about a 30, and then we're going to have to move to the next wheel and go over. You see how it's cleaning up? That tannin is coming off. So it started off tannic, like a tannic stain almost, and now it's starting to clean up. I think we're going to move over because I'm going to end up chipping this out. Me, I go live on Thursdays at 6 and Sundays at 2. We just have a bit of a reschedule today. So we got family and I got the World Cup going on this afternoon. And then tomorrow there's Tim and Brandy's sale, which is lapidary _experience. And it's a $5 slab day. Can't beat that. Shoot, this little piece would probably sell for $5. I saw some really nice material over there. So they're just cleaning house out a bit. Thank you, RocksAlot, being in here today, being in the, hey Scott, how are you? Being in the chat today, really appreciate it, and appreciate your input as well. Mr. Cameron, or should I say Cameron Scott? Thanks for being in. Just some odd pieces that were in a bag that were probably not meant to be in the bag. So a little piece of lace agate, crazy lace. And what else do we have? Well, I'll show you in a second. We're going to finish this one out. But a little piece of dino bone. So I'm going to work on this one next. And then I have some boulder opal we're going to start cleaning up. At least prepping it so that I can work on it with a Dremel or a rotary tool. Now what I'm doing is just going around, pulling from the middle of the dome right here and pulling out. And as I come to the outer edge, I actually loosen up how hard I'm hitting the wheel. Should we clean it up or leave it dirty? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this will end up two-sided, but at least clean up the back. So let's do that. Let's clean up the back real quick. Piece of wax just flew on my hand. Alright, so I'm going to do the back on the metal wheel. We're going to transfer over to the soft wheel. Do the back a little bit more, and then I'll show you guys. And see how much of the staining came out of it. Okay. Oh, gimbals. Probably. There we go. Gonna do the back. Clean it up. I better get some coffee. I know it's the middle of the day, but where is my coffee? Guess I didn't bring my coffee out. You mean like an expandable wheel, Harold? Or do you mean a soft Nova wheel like this one? I'm going to go over everything here real quick. So this is a 280 grit. We have a quiet chat today, Harold, and that's okay. Yeah, if you do a lot of agate work, you might want to do the belt. I don't put too many maggots. Well, I don't put too many maggots or agates on my wheels, or if you're in England, you say agates. I don't think I've ever said agate. Hey Ted, how are you? Thank you for saying hi. Same thing. From the middle to the outside. Is there anybody out there that likes just watching? Go ahead and subscribe. I don't get to know who you are really, and it's free, but it helps the channel. So other people like yourself can find the channel. And yeah, come visit another time. We Thursdays and Sundays. I know it's Saturday, but Thursdays and Sundays for sure. Tomorrow's just a schedule rearrangement. Because I need to cheer on England against the French team tomorrow, or today even. Tomorrow I got to cheer on Spain. That's hard for me to do. See, I like that word better, Scott. Jagets. Than agate Jaspers or Jasper agates. Alright, so this is pretty much done. Back's done. We're up to the third wheel. Next is the 600, which we're not going to do today, but So even having to take out that fracture, the shape turned out pretty good. I still got Toby in the middle there, in his little cave. A little bit of a dome. And the staining came out some on the back there too. So that would actually go well with another stone. Maybe something like this. That would actually look pretty cool. So I do get little designs in my head going as well as we're going along. Little accessories in the middle. Yeah, it would be pretty cool. Whichever way up you do it, I think. Let's have a look. I think I like the other way. But yeah, still neat. Yeah, it was one of the red web pieces. Or red skin pieces. Anyway, enough of that one. Very nice. Oh, who came in? Scott came in. These are the other pieces we did. So, quick clean up on an agate interior. This came out really nicely. This was all covered in wax, and we managed to find the opal in the bottom there. Got some nice color in there too. That one we didn't do today, but it's still pretty. Red skin Kingman. This was in the bag as well, and we're about to do another piece. So that is a dino bone. And then the piece we just did. Pretty happy with this. Now we'll throw the blue in just because. Let's get a quick picture. We'll do this other piece of dino real quick, and then we might work on. Well, how quick can I do this? It's dino bone. It shouldn't take me too long. And then we will, try that boulder opal a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's boulder opal, but I'm a big sort of Cuba PD Lightning Ridge fan, but you get some really good quality boulder opal or andamuka. I like that too. I don't know on this one. Let's just start cutting. So if I start glowing in my next couple of lives, this is why. I'm gonna get that and that. I just saw my shape. Even though all this is gonna come off. Double up on my moss because it is dino bone. I may sound a little muffled. Go back to my shape. I saw my shape right there. So let's do it. No, it's an old Genie, Diamond Pacific Genie. I love this machine. I just sort of retrofitted a motor into it. My wheels are getting a little worn. So I'm looking at buying a new one. And then, because I get a new one, I get all new wheels. And then I'll use this on softer projects that I'm doing, and then I'll have another one, I hope, that I'm going to be putting on like an 8,000, 14,000, and a 50,000 on. Pushing too hard. Do I get a thumbs up for a scary moment? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So, a lot of materials that we work on, they have natural fractures in them or little bots and things. And as much as I love my cerium and I love my Zan, there are certain materials and stones that I cut that I really need to just take them with water and higher and higher grit. Like, it's not fun trying to get cerium out of a crack. It's just not. A little saw mark I'm trying to take out right here. Yeah, I have some, I mean, to be honest, I haven't used it much, Harold. A long time ago, I had the sort of the oil diamond paste. I think I need to go to like the water-soluble diamond paste. Okay, the shape's slowly getting there. Getting a little tricky. We're going to move over to the next wheel. So I don't do too much damage here. It's pretty chippy right there. Oh, it chipped right out. It chipped right out. Let's bring it in a little more. Yeah, I've got it all, but I don't know. The ultrasonic works to a good degree, but I've never had like 100% success with it. And I could use a little steamer. Okay, Which side do we like best? A or B? Still gotta get all those little chips out, whatever. So B is the light cell in the sort of top to middle, and B is the lighter cells in the bottom. I'm just going to go around this edge real quick on this wheel and then make that decision. You don't. Questions are good, Harold. They make me think about it. And so if I have to think about it, it puts it in my brain to either go out and research it, give it a try, or memorize it to help educate other people. So, yeah, I think I'm going with B. Let me get that chip out. So what's odd about, well, it's not odd, but what's funny or odd about this piece of dyno is it is much harder than some of the stuff that I've worked on in the past, and it's less goopy. I've always experienced sort of a goopy texture from Dynabone. I don't know if that's because of age or how long it's sort of fossilized or petrified, whatever you want to call it. I've always had like this sticky collagen feel to it, and this doesn't have that. Okay. Look at that, isn't that cool? Oh, we need light. That'll help. Yeah, it's pretty hard. You got to be careful with the cells because the innards, sort of the cell innards, will pop out if you're not careful or you press too hard. So like I have a little one up the top here, right there. I've got to bring it in and then roll it over a little bit. More. There you go, you see that? You see the sand coming through the top? Almost there. No, there is a place though, I forget where it was. I looked it up one time, Scott. I can get it locally, I didn't know about. We haven't gone to the stream yet, but don't like to do it, but I gotta bring it in. I gotta get rid of that empty cell. Back second. Just going back for a second. Sorry, well, you can't see. There we go. Round that edge out. Now I'm going to bring and do like a 45 all the way around. Got to be really careful on this tip. So around the tip. I'm going really pretty soft right here because I don't want to break that tip off. And then back to my 45. Sorry I sound a little muffled. I do have a mask. And this is dino bone, and it is one of those materials that you definitely have to be careful with. So it may not be what made the dinos disappear, but where a lot of dino bone in the United States comes from, they used to do a lot of testing. You get my drift. Dragged it across the edge of the wheel right there. Okay. Sorry for the cuss word. Almost done. Put a 45 here. Hey, Koa. That Koa would like this. I know he likes his turquoise, but yeah, we're on a Saturday, Koa. Don't know what the schedule is tomorrow, but it's going to be all over the place, so I thought I better get on today. We've been on for, what, an hour and a half? Almost 2 hours. Yeah, this stays low. I mean, it's such a small, it's really only like 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters to begin with. So to end up with like a, especially with a material like this, to go less than 3 millimeters without backing it is not good. See where I drag that thing? Dragged it right off the edge of the wheel. Going to the soft grip. Hi everybody, welcome in. I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm doing fabulous. If you were wondering, really just cutting rocks right here. I'm working on a piece of dino bone, the dinosaur bone. You can see all the cells that are filled up in the marrow with silicification. Sounds smart. If you want to sound smart and not necessarily be smart with all your friends, go pick up a geology book and just use a few words out of there. some mineralogy tones. Alright, I'm just going to do the pull out on this one, I think. Roll over that top edge. Yeah. Watch this top corner because it's thinner. Okay. We've got plenty of work to do on this one, but we're going to leave it. I'm actually happy with where it turned out so far. I don't have any fractures in it that I can see as yet. I like to, with Dynabone, I like to stop. Dynabone does crack. And it could be that it cracked while it was in the ground. It cracked on taking it out of the ground. See, I got a line up here. Oh, look at that. See that? That looks like a fracture to me. Right through there. Look at that. And I'm not going to pull it. That might end up going into the vacuum. So now, get the last picture. We'll pretend it's not cracked. Hey, let's see. We are going to get messy now. Messy. This is going to get ugly. So, there we go. Here we go. So we're just going to do a little touch spots on this one. This is a piece that Jeff from J&V Rock Hounding sent me, along with some other stuff that I'd bought. And because we'd like to make it shiny. Like we're going to make this shiny. Actually, I don't know if I'll make this shiny or not. Exactly. So, I took a look at this a little bit last night. I think I can get most of that ironstone off of there. And I'm hoping it'll reach all the way across here. So I might just bring it down. Same here, it might go all the way through, all the way across, and it might come out too. So, I don't know. I think, see how that line comes through here, going around here? I think this little edge could come off too. So some of this is just for to take another peek at it, and then I will rethink it and see if I have to Dremel it or whether I can do it on the machines. I'm afraid to do it all on the machines because I can make that opal disappear really quickly. So this gets really messy. Messes up my wheels, messes up the tray. Hopefully we're not going to do too much of it. And I'm going to go straight at it and come down on this. Oh, I better get a picture, hadn't I? Let's get a picture before I screw it up, and then we'll take a picture in a little bit. Let's see if I can bring this down. Alright, it's soft enough. I'm going to change. Look at my water already. I was touching it like twice. So I think it's soft enough that I can do it on this wheel. So, there you go. See how I've started to pull that top piece off already and join them? That's good. Now I don't want to touch that one anymore. And I'm going to see if we can get some of this off. Let me have a look here. There we go. Now I'm actually trying not to touch any of the opal. Coming down. Actually using the corner a little bit, which is crazy. Yeah. Don't necessarily try to do what I'm doing here. I could make this disappear really, really quick. You see how I'm digging down into that a little bit? I'm using the edge of the wheel, like the corner of the wheel, which is like stupid aggressive. Ow. See if I can get that off as well. See where I'm digging? I'm only digging into the ironstone. I haven't hit the opal there yet, which is good. Okay, so it peeked through here and I got a little bit there. Let's see. I'm trying to be one with the opal right now. So, like some people say, if you want to go fishing, think like a fish, be with the fish. Well, I am trying to be one with the opal. I see a few other people coming on live. All right. I think we're going on to the next wheel for a minute. Let's do this. Water would help. Hey Steven, how are you? I am slowly working a piece of boulder opal that I probably shouldn't be doing on the genie. pretty much cleaned that top end all the way across now. There's those beautiful layers in it. Make it, let's see if we can make it meet across. Also, let's see if we can take that whole area out. I don't know if this area reaches this area, but we're going to guess that it does. So how do we get that out of there? Yeah, I just came down on it. Is that opal I see in the middle? I think it is. Hi everybody, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Just taking my time on this. I'm actually gonna go meet some family in a minute, but I thought we'd at least get this started. You see how that line appeared? I'm hoping. I don't know if it's going to join. Oh, but I got that line looks better, doesn't it? Yeah, let's move on to the soft wheel. Hey, Urban, how you doing? Yeah, I'm being a little crazy right now, to tell you the truth. Trying to get rid of some of this matrix on my hard wheels on a Genie. Not the best game plan. Come on, let's bring this in. I mean, I'm going to end up going to the Dremel at some point. on, I really want that just to go. Patience, young one. It's gonna be shiny. Thank you, Scott. We've still got a ways to go. I just don't want to do it too quick. I guess we'll know pretty soon. Let me do this. Yeah, let me do this side and bring that. You see how thin it is now? If I bring that down, it should show me or not, right? Right here. Oh, I don't know. So this one we're going to do together. We'll do it in several different sessions. This is definitely one that I'm going to, yeah, I think it got thicker. Didn't this get thicker right here, that line? I think it did. I didn't want to take this little nodule out, but it's really getting in the way. I'm going to bring it down. That means on this wheel I can use the convex of the wheel to sort of get in deeper into that matrix. Oh, so now I got this. So I think it's separated right there. Let's get that out. Come on. I guess I could have measured it, couldn't I? See if that starts joining. It almost looks like it might join up there. See how it's got lines in the opal? I almost see line. Maybe it's just me imagining things, but I almost feel like there's a line in the matrix too. Let's see. I can lose it up there. That's okay. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hey Jeff. Jeff, I'm working that piece of opal. I'm trying to see if I can get some of this ironstone to come off and see if I can still have opal underneath it. Look at a little back cave of opal in there. But I think we've pulled some off, so this had a little bit of a matrix on top here. We've managed to bring off. I'm trying to see if I can, at the very top, because I don't mind screwing up the very top, if I can get that opal to join that opal over there. Oh, I didn't know. Phil came on today? I didn't know. I came on today because got the football tomorrow. Well, I got the football this afternoon, so tonight, got soccer. England, France at 5 o'clock. And then tomorrow, during my little irregular live, they've got the Argentina-Spain game. So, pushing a little hard here. Oh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, we worked on quite a few different things. We did some dyno. What else did we get? 2 dynos. Crazy lace. There's a nice little agate in here. And then we're finishing up with this opal, which I'm not going to finish today, but at least got started. And I think that line up here just got higher. And that got thinner, which is great news. Give it a little bit of a rub here. The line got thicker here, right? The flash line. Is it gonna join? Is it gonna join? So yeah, if you guys don't know JMV Rock Hounding, please go over to his channel and subscribe. He is the Agate King. He travels the country for work and then sometimes is able to plan his routes around other creators or mines or other places to pick up rocks. So I'm gonna use this edge a little bit. I think we're almost to my stopping point, and I'll show you why. So close. And I am on the 280 and it is a soft wheel, so I'm being a little more gentle, but it takes a little bit longer. But the likelihood of me screwing it up is a little bit less. Alright, let's see. Come on. Let's have a look, my friends. That's fantastic, Jeff. Look. Looky, look. Looky, look. I think, can we confirm that that's joined? Wow. So, I need to get that out there. This out, the little Italian boot right there needs to go. It's almost like looking at a wrist board. Oh, it is a wrist board, isn't it? And then we'll work on the other stuff another time. So there's still a few other places I could bring up. Maybe this whole edge will come up. Right here. I think we're going to save it at that. Take my successes when I can. Because it does not always go right. And that's pretty. Alright, we're going to make this into a super nice specimen. It'll still go on the shelf. Actually sits well on that flat bottom right there. Something like that. And going to bring this up right here in the middle. The boot's got to go. The landmass in the middle right there needs to go. Going to try and keep the little opal cave, which actually, now that I say it, that's where it comes from, is the opal cave. That's funny. Hi everybody, welcome in. So, hi North Star. I guess we're all on the same vibes. So we did that one. I did, because normally I don't come on Saturday. I use my Saturdays for other things, like I gotta mow the lawn and all that kind of stuff. And so this little piece came out good. This was from a whole different, this wasn't from you, Jeff. And we cleaned that one up really nice. And yeah. Where'd the crazy lace go? Oh, it's there. Thought about putting the crazy lace together. Like that. That would be pretty cool. We got Dino. What's the other Dino? Boulder, Agate, Turquoise, and Crazy Lace. What a great little session. I think I'm going to end it there, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming in. I normally do, you did, and I put it in the bag, and I think it's in the display case, because I put it in, I meant to bring it out today. I didn't manage to. So I did show the little agate that you sent me, which was really nice, which I've lost already too. Oh no, there we go. So I did show off this one, Jeff. We can do it again. Let me get a quick picture of this one. That's the full day right there. Hi everybody, welcome in. So I go live on Sundays at 2 Eastern Standard Time, and I also go live on Thursdays, and that is at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We work on an array of different materials, from turquoise to agates, petrifieds, dino bone we got right there, boulder opal, a little bit of everything. So yeah, this is one. You guys like agates. Jeff is the agate hoarder. But he sent me this one, which actually, now that you're here, Jeff, you can tell me where this one was from. It's a gorgeous little eggy agate, and about the size, it's in between a quail egg and a chicken egg. But look at the middle that he cut right here. That's fun right there, isn't it? Look at the colors. So if you like this, and you want to see more, or you need to see more of this, go over to JV Rock Counting, who's in the chat right now. And he does agates all day, every night, awake and asleep. but he knows more about them than most of us here in the chat. Oh, I thought that said China warning state agate. It's a warning state. No, it's a warring state agate. Very nice. Thank you. And then we're going to continue to work on the boulder opal, hoping to get all that out of there. You never know. This was the amber that we finished up. I can turn that off. Welcome in, everybody. So the amber, I went back, tried to polish some more, screwed it up a little more. You have to go super slow with amber. You have to have pretty slow equipment in that. Thank you for all those thumbs up. We just did 100. That's fabulous. Awesome. All right, England may win after all. But yeah, this turned out really nice compared to where it was. I couldn't get all the crazing out. You might be able to see the crazing in the back there a little bit. Amber, not an easy material to work with. And then, oh, there we go. I thought I lost the opal. So I also came out here last night and finished up the opal. This opal came from Dave and I think Don. But it's just bluey purple, very jelly. But I cleared out all those little tiny little sand spots that were in there. It does look better under this phone light than it does in light in your sort of living room. If you take this out to the sun, it looks really nice. And depending on who decides to buy it, we may end up putting a backing on it of some kind. We'll see. But pretty stuff. See how clear that is? Uh-oh. Good catch. So there we go. And that's it for the day, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. Like I said, go ahead, subscribe. You'll get notified within about 2.5 minutes. And come join us another time. I will probably be here before the game tomorrow, which starts at 3, I think. So I might come on for an hour, maybe from noon till 1. Tim and Brandy are doing a sale tomorrow. Please check that out. It's lapidary, spelled lapidary, and then _experience. And they are having a $5 slab day, which you can't beat $5 for a slab. It doesn't even know. It could be any kind of slab would be $5. So go support them. They are getting rid of a lot of their inventory. Some fantastic deals tomorrow. So yeah, go check them out. And I will see you all over there probably more than likely. I'm gonna try and keep my fingers in my pockets, but you know how that button starts to go when you see something that looks like something you might not be able to get hold of again. So hey, Harold. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Again, let's just go through the stones. So this was from Jeff. China warring agate. Warring state agate. Very cool. Those are really nice. Also, that came in from JNV Rock Hounding. We got a lot more color out of it than what we started with, and we will work on this again. See if we can pull some more out. Gonna try and keep the little opal pocket in there. Then we did 2 dinos. Okay. Dusty's looking at it too, North Star, just to let you know. 2 different dinos. This one was much harder than this one. This one was really nice to cut, this particular piece. It was less, I find dino bone is a little collagen-y. I don't know how else to express it when you're cutting it sometimes, so it gets a bit gooey, the mineral that comes off of it. But that's really pretty. I wonder, so look, I don't know, let's try it, hold on. Let's go to no lights. No, a little bit. Do I have my blue light out here? I wonder. Yeah, I do. So Dana fluoresces some. It's not the best UV light that I have in my hand. Let's try the opal. There you go. If your opal does not fluoresce under UV light, it is not opal. Everybody, welcome in. And this is the agate. Oh, the fortification lines do. Makes my thumb look really pretty, doesn't it? I forgot to click Star and Stephen, but they'll be in tomorrow. This one had a little Toby in it. Toby in a cave. What else did we do? Boop. Let's try this opal. Well, there you go. So as clear as this is, that's pretty cool actually. So as clear as this jelly opal is, it does show some nice blues in there, especially in the sunlight. But look at this for fluorescent. Drink. Look at that. That's neat. Very neat. Oh, we'll do the amber. Moink. Hi, everybody. Look at that. Later, Jeff. Have a great weekend. So I wonder, is the corner, so you see the crack in there, the chip in the bottom? I wonder why it does those loops. Is that where I polished more? Interesting. Or is that where the crazing is? Very cool. All right, everybody. We will be doing some turquoise tomorrow. We'll probably do about an hour and a half, maybe tomorrow. But I do have some more Golden Hills that I want to get to. Some more of the red skin Kingman. So this is red skin Kingman. So really like this stuff. So I've got a few more pieces of that to do. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. Sunday, I'll be on noon tomorrow. I'm going to do noon before the game, and then we'll be back on Thursday as well. So go ahead, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 3,000 by like Christmas. You never know. It might happen. But thumbs up help too. And I just appreciate you guys being here. I really do. And I know Freckle Cat's working on the next Rock County Sub Club member. Caravan's almost done. And we'll do some more on the opal in a little bit. But thank you for joining today. I know it's the weekend. All of you be safe. There's a lot of weather things going on. And I will either see you tomorrow or I'll see you on our regular next Thursday live at 6. In the meantime, take care of each other. And most of all, take care of yourself. Love you guys. Go England. Please kick France's butt. That's what I'm hoping for. Hi there. Welcome in. Turquoise. Different turquoise. 3 different. American turquoise. This is American, but it's Kingman red skin. And that was American turquoise, but came from the bottom of a glue bucket. And turned out really well. Not much from the front. Got it in the back. Comes some extra light. Isn't that cool? Just a specimen piece, not to be cut into cabs. Yeah, this is not for sale. This is the museum piece. But if it were for sale, it would be $100,000. Thank you for visiting the Brisbane Opal Museum. Not really. But they are a good channel. Go over to the Brisbane Opal Museum. Say RocksAlot sent you. And check out their shorts. They're doing the countdown from 250 to 1 of their best opal pieces. And what's his name? Jeff. Say hi to Jeff. Say RocksAlot says hi. He knows exactly who I am. I don't think so. He might. I don't know. But yeah, go over to his channel. Check out the channel. The countdown's fantastic. They just got to the final 50 best opal pieces they have in the museum. So they're starting to get really, really nice, really, really good, and really, really expensive. This would be, I don't know, he might have shown this in the top 245. Here come the sirens. Like I said, we got lots of weather coming up. North Star, be careful. I hope it's going to dissipate out there. And, all right, I really got to go. I got to go see some family. Love you guys. Cheers now.